We're just ready to install the brake lines. So what you need so yeah, there's an oil pan, and you'll need a little tube to drain, to bleed the brakes from the caliper, because it's going to be installed right here. That at Home Depot, you can buy that, and you can get that at Home Depot. So what are we going to do first?
Brake line on the caliper first.
Okay.
Then we'll take the old one off.
So there it is, the new line, and we're about to. Where was that?
That's in the center back of the brake caliper. There's a little plug.
Oh, there's a little plug. Okay.
Just trying to get a feel for which way is better based on the bend of this. Doesn't seem to matter.
So what is it called? Banjo what?
Banjo bolt. Here are the two crush washers.
What size is that bolt?
Head of the bolt is 12 millimeters. Although the official instructions say that it's something else.
Do you want a ratcheting? What about the torque?
I don't know what the spec is. Does it say there?
I mean, probably. I mean, I'll look. So that bolt we torqued to 14 foot-pounds, which is roughly 168 inch-pounds. So that's the bolt that connects the brake line to the caliper. Alright, after we connected the brake line to the caliper, connecting the brackets back to the, that's not even cold, that part. Yeah, don't tighten it too much. What is this called?
Knuckle.
That's a knuckle?
Yep.
Okay, so I guess we'll connect the bracket back to the knuckle.
I have almost no recollection of how this goes. Oh no, I got it. That goes there. Now I need to take off the old brake line before I can continue.
Yeah.
Grab me the 17 millimeter wrench and a 10.
So it's a 17 on the bottom and 10 on the top.
Oh, could you grab me my line wrench?
Your what?
The line wrench, the one I was showing you before, the one I brought.
What is it called?
It's called a line wrench or a flare nut wrench. But it's got 6 points on it, so you can not round things out.
On those. They're pretty hard.
Yeah. Well, I tightened them last time. I did tighten them pretty hard. They can also rust a little bit, but you shouldn't use penetrating lubricant on them because you don't want to contaminate the brake system.
Why'd you even just bother using that if that has 3 sides on it, the wrench? You wouldn't round it off. You wouldn't round it off with a wrench.
You might. Especially if your car's rusted. Yours is brand new. Rounding these off sucks. Pretty much your only choice is either cutting the line or vice grips. Neither of which are fun.
Okay. Brake fluid is dripping. Now we're connecting the new one. Okay, so we just installed a new brake line. And do they provide a torque spec? They do, right? Which is stupid. How are you going to torque that? But yeah, it's just get it snug. Just don't over tighten it. So the next thing, reinstall the bracket that holds the ABS sensor line and the brake line. There's the second thing that we took off in the beginning. And clip the ABS sensor line back. So we're all set here?
Yep, just gonna snug this.
Oh, so that was really easy actually.
Yeah. It doesn't fit though. Oh yeah, I just used this.
It's a 12.
I just used this last time anyway. Pull a little extra slack through.
Clean off all the excess brake fluid, because that shit eats through everything, including paint. Oh yeah, you don't want to get that on my sway bars.
No, don't worry, I didn't.
Look at all the red stuff. Sway bars, calipers, those rings on the coilovers, maroon. So what now? Bleeding?
Yeah.
Okay, how do we bleed?
First we start on the passenger side.
So we're about to bleed the brakes, and you start with the passenger side first, and you start on the outboard bleed screw, so it's the one that's the farthest from the master cylinder. So we just connected that tube. You see,
Okay.
so it said that I just go in the car, press the pedal a couple times, then you release the screw, it drips down.
Yep.
Alright, probably like depress it. Oh, I press it all the time until I can't press it anymore. And then you release it, then it goes all the way to the floor, and
Yep.
then you tighten it.
Yeah, you'll pump it a couple times, hold pressure on it, I'll release this, you'll feel the pedal go down, and I'll stop it once the pedal hits the floor.
Okay.
And I'll be able to see the fluid stop moving. It'll probably go down to the floor a few times for the first few depressions for the pistons to push out and push the pads against the rotor.
I'm surprised there's a little give left.
That's probably air in the system that you're feeling.
Okay, I'm holding it down.
Okay.
All the way down.
Okay.
Release.
Yep, you can release. Pump it slowly a couple more times, then hold it.
You tighten it?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, it's the same thing.
Okay, so you're holding?
Yeah.
Okay, looks good. I think I'm done with this one. I'll move to the other screw on this caliper. A little harder see in the back. Okay, you want to get started?
Okay, I'm holding it. More.
Okay.
No, it's not all the way down. Now we're talking.
Okay. Wow, that was a lot of fluid. Okay, go again. It's closed.
Holding. Okay, all the way down.
Good.
Let it go.
Yep. Give it a couple pumps. We'll do one more just to make sure there's no bubbles in here.
Okay, hold.
Okay, good. That'll do.
What if you hold it open as I let it go? Does the air go back in?
Yeah. I'll watch it backflow too. I'll be able to see the fluid move.
Oh, that didn't happen on the first one because I think I might have depressed it too fast.
No, it was all set. I had opened it and closed it real quick.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah.
Now the other side.
Yep. And then we'll probably do a couple pumps to double check each one after we're done.
Okay.
Sometimes it's important that you don't go too fast on the pedal, because if you do it real hard or real fast, it can agitate the air in there and it splits up the air bubbles into lots of little bubbles. It can be harder to get them out.
Okay.
So you can go a little slower than you have been, but that wasn't bad.
Right. Alright, so driver side.
Yeah, just gonna double check if these are snugs, they don't leak.
The fluid, I don't know if you had it.
I left it on top of the battery.
Oh, you probably will put it back maybe. But yeah, in between the bleeding brakes, you gotta make sure that you have enough brake fluid. That's where the brake fluid goes, by the way.
Oops, it's the wrong wrench.
Alright, so now we're bleeding the driver's side.
Alright, ready as you are.
What does that sound?
That's the right side applying and releasing. It's normal.
Oh, okay. Alright, I'm holding it.
Okay. Good?
Alright, release.
Yep.
Pump.
Yep.
What the hell is flashing? It's my brake light.
I just noticed it too.
Alright, I'm holding it.
Alright, that looked really good. I think I'll move to the next one and then we'll, after that.
Release.
Yeah, you can release.
Alright.
I'll move to the back one, and then after we do that, we'll double check and do at least one more on all of them. Okay, you can start pumping that.
Okay.
Okay, release. Good. Let's get something to,
Mouth is right there.
Huh?
Mouth is right there.
Oh, good.
You want to start with that side?
Just tapping it now because it's right here.
Oh, okay. So we just finished bleeding the brake system, and that's it for now.